take them to make me healthy. Yeah. The only one that can give me health is the one that he who is able. Yeah. That's the one that give me health. I heard a word say, be in health and prosper, even as your soul shall prosper. I heard Isaiah say in chapter 58, he said, then your health will spring forth. Yeah. See, it's got things that will make us healthy, have nothing to do with medicine and herbs.
That's right. Hallelujah.
If we can just use our time wisely. Yeah. We heard him say, redeem the time. Yeah. What time you got left, you need to redeem that time. Yes. And do the best with it. Yeah. That's going to ensure you a spot in the kingdom. Yeah. You can get rich down here and go to hell. Yeah. Yeah, you could. I remember, Brother Stanley, I wanted to be like Charles Atlas. What? When I was a young boy, I bought his stuff. I bought the exercise stuff. I saved my money up. And when I couldn't afford the weights, I took coffee cans and made weights out of them. I was that interested in building the body. Didn't know if I can build a body and look better than Samson. Look better than Goliath. And go to hell. And all of that's going to burn up. Job 14:1 says, man that is born of a woman is of a few days. See, we think going to 60 is plenty of days and 70 plenty of days. Well, we had a father that lived 930 years. He had a father that lived 969 years. I mean, we got all of these people who lived and didn't start having babies till they were 400 and 500 years old. And here we are thinking that we going somewhere because we 25 and 45, 55 and 75. We think we done reached the apex of our existence. Baby, let me tell you something. I know somebody in my own family live over 100.
Hallelujah.
More than one of them.
Hallelujah.
Daddy Ed was 109 to 120, and Josephine was a definite 101. Melvina was 93.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Audrey's mother was 92.
Yes, hallelujah.
I look at all these people living that age and still trying to have a little fun. And here we sitting around on our bubbles waiting for them to pop.
Yeah.
No, it's time to get up.
Time to get up.
You're spending your time working for the people who are never going to pay you.
Never going to pay us. Thank you, Father.
Brother Isaac, but I get a check. Yeah, you get a piece of paper.
Yeah, a piece of paper, yeah.
And you got something called money.
Yeah.
But if you look at the top of it, it said all it is a promissory note.
Promissory note.
It's not money. It's the same kind of note they gave people who worked on slave plantation. Take this to the country store.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Let them know I paid you. It's in this. Then you go and buy what you need off of that. Now you owe 16 tons. You done picked 16 tons of cotton. And what did you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. So he cried out, say, Peter, don't you call me? Because I can't go. Why you can't go? I owe my soul to the company store. That's what you work for. Just to survive and go back to work. But the Father said, if you work for me, I got a penny that I'm going to give you at the last day. And that penny going to be worth more than anything you got on this planet. So while your life is passing away, working for nothing, it seems to me if our life got to pass, it ought to pass for something. Store it up, store it up. We need to all be storing our treasures in the heavens. The man that is born of a woman is of a few days. He comes forth like a flower and then he begins to wither. He flees like a shadow and does not continue. Job knew something. And we ought to know
Yes, really do something.
All you got to do is, like Minister Johnson said this morning, he was picking at me, but still in all, it applies to everybody. Because some of us was born, we had plenty of hair.
Yeah.
Now we buying hair.
Yeah.
We had 36 teeth.
Yeah.
Now we buying them. We can strain that and that on the wall back there. Now we need magnifying glasses on our eyes. That's us. You used to be able to run a mile. Now you can't run an inch. Be breathing hard because you're passing by. This earth ain't going nowhere yet. We just passing. Hallelujah. I told you it's not a laughing message in every spot, but we're gonna find a little bit to laugh, hopefully, because we got a lot to cry about already. When we think about all the time we allowed to pass by, we could have been doing something spiritual, but we were doing something carnal.
Yes, indeed.
And we were loving what we were doing.
There's a testament to that.
Listen what Job said. Job went through some stuff. Look what he said in chapter 7. Job said, my days swifter than a weaving machine, and they're consumed without hope. Remember, oh Father in heaven, that my life is just one breath, and my eye turned not back to see good. I got one breath. Verse number 6 and 7. One breath. One breath. Now that's the breath that he gave us. Hello? Yeah. That's the breath that he gave us to live. That's the only one we got.
Yes, sir.
But what are we using it for?
Yeah.
What are we doing with what he gave? And we still asking for more. You haven't used what he gave you yet to do what he wants you to do. You're busy doing what you want to do. The way you want to do. When you want to do. How you want to do. And if somebody don't agree with you, they're wrong. You're just taking your breath to criticize folk. Because they're not like you. Well, I don't want nobody to be like me. I'm going to be like Shaul. Follow me as I follow Mashiach. Because I'm trying to be like somebody else other than me. I don't see that much good in me that I need anybody to follow me. But follow me as I follow Yahshua.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
If we do that, we all do good. Dawid said something over there in 1 Samuel 20. Verse number 3, but Dawid swore again and said, your father knows well that I have found favor in your eyes. And he says, do not let Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly, somebody say truly. Truly, as Yah lives and as your soul lives, there is only one step between me and death. Somebody say one step. All it takes is one step and we history. I preached a message a long time ago. It was called Step by Step. Just one step. And we history. Then we have to figure out not the year that you were born and not the year that you went to sleep, but that little dash in the middle, that's the important part. Because what you did between those two dates is what's going to matter. And we've allowed too much time to pass that we didn't utilize right. All of my young people in here, teenagers and 20s and stuff like that, you really need to pay attention to this message so you won't do the foolish things that we did. But now if you just want to waste your life, nobody can stop you from wasting your life. Turn that system off over there, please. Both of them, the organ and the speaker. Push that little button right there. We need to understand that our parents tried to tell us. Y'all hear what I said? Our parents tried to keep us from making the same mistakes that they made, that their parents tried to keep them from making, and back all the way to Adam and Kava. But the point is, somewhere along the line, young people, somebody got to listen. Why go through the same hell and confusion, same destructive ways, killing yourself and letting the devil kill the other part till you have nothing left? As it said in the book of Tehillim, then they cried out. Then they cried out. Then they cried out. Why not cry out now while it's crying time? He said, call upon me now while I'm near.
Yes.
Time coming, brothers and sisters, you might not feel that he's so near anymore when hell break loose in this world. Because you're going to call on him and going to seem like he's not hearing you no more. David said in Psalm 116:3 that the cause of death were around him, and the pains of the grave came upon him. He said all he found was distress and sorrow. Some of us have been there before. Some of us know what it feels like to be near death. Didn't get too many shots on that one. But Brother Jared and I had similar experiences. I was in a truck, he was in a car. Both of us almost could have died. Me and Brother Ross was on the boat. Boat went down, but we came, me and Brother Roland too. But all three of us got off the boat. Brother Ross fell off a boat in a big old pond, where the gravel pond, and walked out underwater. Brother Harmon sitting back there, he's a miracle man too. A tornado took him and threw him up on the deer antler. Wow. Hung him like an old raggedy piece of cloth. And he's still here to talk about it. It passed by. But in the passing by of the shadow of death, we are passing by life. You know, life and more abundant. We passing by it looking for something in this life. Oh, if we can just feel this message, feel what I felt. Cry a little bit if you have to, but we passing by death to go to life, but look like we're passing by life to go to death.
All of us, Father, yeah.
What's wrong? What will it take to make us wake up and see what we're doing? Understand what we are doing. Because he said, I come to give you life, and I come to give it to you more abundantly. And we say, well, I got to go to work. Well, I got to go on vacation. Well, I got to go. Well, I don't have time. Well, and he said, but I'm talking to you about living forever. And you letting that pass by? Huh? In introducing you to that. That's why the foot washing ceremony took place. He didn't just wash